Welcome to the mundane. I've been transported up into the tower of I. I don't know if I'm going up to heaven or up to hell. But it's beautiful and peaceful up here, wherever it is. Anyway, I'd like to take a moment to speak about desires, wants and needs. Now, of course, these are words that are variations that have meanings or descriptions of the mind. And the mind, to pacify itself, says, okay, I'll tell you what these three mean. A need is something I have to have, otherwise I will die. Because if I does not have anything, I feels as if it's going to die. I want something for me. It's something that I feel I deserve. So therefore I want it. I want to get that. Wants are not great things. It's just I'm okay with wanting little things. Wanting to be a good person. Wanting to be a bad person. Wanting to try things. Wanting to explore. Desire, well, that's only for the real, genuine ones. I have a desire. Desire means it may not come true. You may not get it because it's just a hope, a belief, a desire. But still, fingers crossed, I'm desiring to find God. I'm desiring to be happy. I have an ultimate desire. I have something that is going to... It's so far away that I'll ignore it and settle for some wants. The needs, I'm entitled to. I'm entitled to. I need these things so that I can survive. That's just one word separating three words. Me, I. In a way of trying to come to terms with the understanding and the idea behind it, the logic behind it, that what has been passed down, the information to say this is what wants are, this is what needs are, this is what desires are. They may be different in your mind. Your mind has maybe been conditioned in a different way. And this is our human dualistic way to divide things up, take one initial thing and pacify myself with understanding it, so that there's a me, a word, an understanding from me, a pacification from me, a meaning from me, and then I'm okay with it, and then I can move on to the next word, to the next need. Because needs can be, I need to make sense of it. I'm not going anywhere till I make sense of it. I need a carrot for the stew, otherwise it's going to be too salty. I need to sweeten it up. I need a partner. These are things that the mind says, everyone's entitled to these things. Everyone. This is the pacifying mind, the needer. But the needer, it seems to cross over a line sometimes to say, well, okay, I've got everything I need, but I want to explore that country. I wanted to buy something for my partner's birthday that I can't afford, but I have to do it. I. And the desire is the one that comes last, for many, for most. The desire is, I have everything I need, or I don't have everything I need. And every time I want to get, or try to get what I need, I fail. It doesn't come. The government put the bills up. They take my wages away. They do everything possible to stop me getting to where I want to be. The world is always against me. I simply just need things, and when I want other things that is not about me, I'm trying to help that person. So if you give me some tools to help that person, I want some information, I want some tools, I want some ways, I want some methods so I can help that person. I don't need to help that person, but I feel obligated to help that person because that's what the Bible says, that's what the book says, that's what my head says. You have to be a good person, and the only way you can be a good person and accepted in God's kingdom is to help every single person except yourself. But isn't that egoistic, to help yourself? So these words are just to confuse you, confuse your mind, complicate things, make things worse. I'm not a speaker who tries to settle things, ground things. I want to raise things so that you can actually see for yourself that you're not desiring anything right now, but you will. You will want it. Everyone desires. Everyone has that desire. It can be the most uncomfortable desire. I've had enough of this. I want to friggin' end it. I desire to get out of this. I desire to find God. I desire to be successful. I'm going to tunnel my way. Anyone gets in my way, I'm going to push away because I have this great desire to be that entrepreneur, that scientist that discovers consciousness. My desire is to be at the top. My desire is to be enlightened. My desire is to be free. Remove the needs. Because you have everything you need. You have breath. That's all we need. Breath. And a body that works without having to get up in the morning, plug it in, set it, timer, improve it, keep it functioning, send signals to each organ. It does it automatically, instinctively. So we have a body that accepts the breath, a body that gives life to the breath, and a body that experiences everything in its beauty. What else do you need? What else do you want? Most cannot get back to that simplistic way of thinking. Most think, well, I want a new job. If I had a new job, I would be as happy as this guy. If I had a new partner, I'd be as happy as this guy. I don't want a lot. I don't need a lot. I just want a little bit more. And you plod and plod towards the desire. I move from needs to wants and to the desire. And the desire is the dark night of the soul. It can tilt you towards hell or heaven. I desire to be successful, and I'm going to bombard, tunnel through everyone that gets in my way, because I am here to show the world that I am something other than what they think I am. And then you have that opposite desire, which is exactly the same. I desire to let all this go and just return to that so that they can see what I truly am. Both desires are to reveal that what I truly am. The desire of physical, the desire of belief and hope and body and form and person and ego, that's this desire to say, well, I have to show them on a screen, in a book, in a uniform, as a king, as a president, as a theorist, as a philosopher, as a scientist that discovered something miraculous. And then they'll truly see that I was not here wasting my time. And the other desire, exactly the same. I want to give myself up to the world. I want to give myself up to earth. I want to give myself up to that consciousness. I want to lie down like Ramana Maharshi, because I have the desire to know that this is all fake, and there's something other than that to reveal that what I truly am. And then I can leave, not with them reminding of what I truly am, with them totally forgetting that I was truly here. It was all a dream. This is the desire of samsara, to get out of samsara. The other one is the desire to be in samsara, to be the pinnacle of samsara, to be that physical God that the mind believes it can create. The other one ignores God. It doesn't want any association with God or devil or people or world or universe or body. It wants to leave out the back door. Like that weak person that doesn't need anything, just the breath free falling on its own. These are words that have made up a mind, and it makes your mind up to what you want to do in this life. But you're the problem, not the words. That what ignores the words, that what ignores the meanings, that what ignores the intent, the association, the attachment to the words. Who is that one? Is that one the body? Is that one the mind? Who is the one that just observes and lets life flow? Happy to be here, very contented. I have breath. I have the simplest things in life. I don't need any more. I don't want any more. And I certainly don't want to go through billions of needs, billions of wants, and waste my life until I come to that end product, when I have to face, this body has to face its last rites. And before it goes, it wants to make one step. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to take over every world, every country. I want to show this world what they lost, that they could have had something better if they just listened to me when I was a child, when I was an adult, when I was a teenager. I want to be remembered. I want to have a tombstone to say, Wikipedia, see Google, see I am, because this is the story of me. And this tombstone goes up and up and up and up, and everyone cannot avoid it. That's what I desire. That's what I desires. The other one wants to desire, to lose I, to forget about I, to drop I, to be one, not I, to be one, not I. Both of these are fictitious ways of seeing opposing states. Once you taste both, and you have to taste both, so there's not a pointing here to say which desire suits you. You have to taste both. Where are you now? Are you still in the needing, the pitiful wanting, or are you going straight for the desire at a young age, so that you can decide, or let life decide, how your life is going to be? Or are you going to take control of life and tell life how it's going to be? Which way? Suffering way? Taking control of I? Having to live as I? Having to face up to the world as I? Having to do an interview based on I? Having to watch what you say and what you don't say? Having to take sides every now and then? Having to be cruel? Having to be kind? Or do you want to remove I and simply be that little old monk that sits on top of the hill and looks down, smiling and giggling and saying, wow, what a beautiful world. And someone walks past and says, who are you? Me? I'm not you. I'm not I. and that what doesn't know anything other than being here, as that what I am, what one is, as that what one is.